Ciao, buongiorno. Are you ready to cook like an Italian? I sure hope so, because I'm so ready to have some fun in the kitchen with you today. I'm Chef Jan, and today we're doing a traditional focaccia bread. So this is a dipping bread, and again, it's one of those cucina povera, which is a poor man's kitchen. It's really peasant food. It's made with flour, yeast, water, a little bit of olive oil, and salt. Today we're going to make two different varieties. I'm going to make you a traditional focaccia, but then we're going to sort of have Greece meets Italy, and we're going to do a baklava focaccia that is a dessert focaccia that I think you're going to flip over. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I also want to thank my sponsors, Queen Creek Olive Mill in Queen Creek, Arizona. We're going to be using their beautiful extra virgin olive oil today, which won an award this year. It is over the moon delicious, and you can find all of their products at queencreekolivemill.com. We're also going to be making sandwiches later, and we're going to use their olives and some aioli dip and things like that. So that's going to be delicious. Okay, so I made my dough. I've got a sheet pan, and I oil the sheet pans very liberally with some olive oil. And now, I don't know if you can see the bubbles, but this is exactly what you want your focaccia dough to do. You're going to let it set until it rises and bubbles up, and those are going to be the dimples where that olive oil is going to go. So next thing I'm going to do on this one, this will be the traditional. Wow, this, oh man, that was difficult, but that was so worth it. Oh, incredible. Okay, so I'm just going to pour some olive oil on my focaccia bread, and I'm not being shy with it, because this is what makes focaccia. I'm just going to get my little fingers in there and make those dimples and let that olive oil, look at the bubbles, look at. This is what is going to make your focaccia bread amazing. Look at those bubbles, okay? Now, I'm just going to add, you could go crazy with focaccia, but I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of very small chopped red onion. You could use rosemary, you could use sage, thyme, whatever you like, but I just like it just like that. I'm going to use a little bit of Italian seasoning right there. Now I love fresh herbs, but with this one, this is going to be just fine. Of course, a little bit of red pepper flakes. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, some salt and pepper. I've got my oven at 420 degrees. I'm going to pop this in, and we are going to see how those bubbles form. The second focaccia is my baklava. So it tastes like baklava, only it's Italian style. And what I've got here are some, and I'm not using any oil right here. I'm just going to put some nuts. So I've got pistachios here and some walnuts. And then what I'm going to do is press those into that dough, into those dimples. And this is actually going to go right in the oven, just like this. And when it comes out, that's when we pour the magic on. Okay, let me get these into the oven. When we come back, we're going to pour some goodies on the baklava, and we will make a sandwich out of this focaccia bread. We'll be right back. We're cooking like an Italian today. I'm pretty excited about this. We're going to cook the focaccia today in the Turbo Chef double batch. Let me tell you something, this is high-speed cooking at its finest. This machine cooks 12 times faster than the conventional oven, and you've got 2 independent cooking chambers, so you can cook multiple items at different temperatures. It uses a lot less energy, so that saves a lot of money. And then you can pick up from there. Welcome back to Cook Like an Italian. My focaccia is done. Look at this. We cooked this in the Turbo Chef double batch. This is an incredible oven that has 2 units. It cooks 9 times faster. It takes less energy, so it's going to cost you less. And what I really love about it is you don't need a vent. You don't need a hood. Look at that. So anyway, this is the focaccia baklava, and this is the focaccia that we're actually going to turn into a panini sandwich in just a little bit. But I'm pretty excited about this. So I put pistachios and walnuts on the focaccia bread. I baked it in the oven. So this is toasted and ready to go. And now what I'm going to do is pour simple syrup all over it. Simple syrup is so easy, and it's something that you should have in your refrigerator, especially for cocktails. It's 1 part water to 1 part sugar. You're going to bring it to a boil, cool it down, and that is simple syrup. A lot of chefs and bakers use simple syrup to keep their cakes coated so they're nice and moist. But anyway, this is going to be perfect. So look at this. I'm going to literally drench my focaccia bread with simple syrup. It's a takeoff baklava, and that's exactly what you would do with the phyllo dough that you make with baklava. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's just going to soak right in there into the focaccia, because focaccia bread is a sponge. It is a sponge. Look at that. Now, I want to add a little bit of honey, and what I did is I heated it up for about 10 seconds in the microwave, and look at this. It's just going to drip, 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 drip right there. Wow, just a tad. And then I want to sprinkle it with just a tiny bit of cinnamon. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. You know what? This is something that I think the kids would love to make as well. That's a nice little after-school snack, right? And then nutmeg. With nutmeg, you need very, very little. Very little. It's so exotic. It's so intense. You just need a bite. So we're going to let that soak in. The smells are incredible. But you know what? I'm not sure I can wait. I have to try this. Oh my gosh, it's oozing with sugar and honey. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is amazing. That is so good and so easy. I could eat the whole thing. I really could. Okay, Turbo Chef, you did a great job. I love this. Okay, when we come back, we're gonna fire up the panini grill. We're gonna cut our focaccia bread, and I'm gonna make a sandwich for you. We're cooking like an Italian right here. Okay, so we've done the baklava focaccia, and now we're going to do a panini sandwich. And so I just sliced that focaccia into a nice square. I'm going to add a little bit of stone ground mustard, a little bit of mayo. Now, I have to tell you that I built an entire restaurant on a panini grill in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was amazing. You could make so many wonderful, wonderful things on the panini grill. Today I'm going to cook this one on the Univex. This panini grill cooks really super high, and it cooks very even, so you're getting those great char marks on the top and on the bottom. Paninis are not just for sandwiches. You can do so many things with them. I'm going to put a little bit of arugula on here, and then I've just sauteed some peppers. We'll put that on there, and we'll just put that right there. Oh my goodness, this looks good. Okay, Univex panini grill, here you go. Nice and hot. We're going to set that on there. What's great about the panini grill is that you can press down like that, and it's just going to give you a nice flat grilled char marks on both sides. 45 seconds and it's good. Like I said, 45 seconds later, look at this panini sandwich. Okay, here's a trivia for you. What makes an Italian sandwich less fattening? A half a sandwich, which is unacceptable in this kitchen. You want the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Beautiful homemade focaccia bread. Look at this. Oh, what a sandwich, what a sandwich. Everything homemade, farm to table. Look at that. And we're serving that with Queen Creek Olive Mill's vermouth garlic stuffed olives. They are incredible. You can find all of their products on their website at queencreekolivemill.com, and you can taste the oil that I'm using today. It's so wonderful. I want to thank my sponsors, Queen Creek Olive Mill, and also the Arizona Farm Bureau, who's teaching me how to eat healthy, how to eat from farm to table, and how to bond with my farmers and ranchers in my state, which is something I think that you will benefit by as well. If you go to Fill Your Plate now, it's a podcast that will tell you all about ranching and farming in Arizona and throughout the country. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to dive into the sandwich, and we will see you next time when we cook like an Italian.